Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today I'm here with my 6th time recording the intro. Yes, 6 times I've tried to record the intro, and I just can't seem to do it. But today, we're here trying to get it done for the first time. So, today in this video, I'm really just going to be discussing how you guys will be able to cop, as I usually do, the Nike and SACAI Vaporwaffles, which are dropping very, very soon in 2 colorways, the Royal Fuchsia, and also in the black and white colorway. So I'm going to be kind of showing you all and telling you all how you'll be able to get both of them for retail, kind of off sneakers. There's like a little bit, that's like some raffles left, we'll kind of get into those. I'm making this video a little late, so I apologize, but we're just kind of going to be discussing all the ways you can get this one in this how-to cop. So if you guys want more how-to cop videos like this, sneaker investment videos, kind of, what I do on the channel, like those kinds of content that can really help you with the sneaker game and all that, then be sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and like down below. I'd appreciate it. Let's try and hit like 200 likes in this video. That'd be super dope, because the like button's right there by the description. So if you want to go join my Discord already, it's literally right there in the description. So that'd be dope if you guys want to go check that out, because Discord actually there's a lot of stuff on the Discord. You guys can learn a lot there. But yeah, that's kind of really everything got to say before we get into it. So kind of get into discussing how you guys will be able to cop these off sneakers. They're very good shoes, and it will definitely be worth something. Alright, so as you guys can see, as I say every time, we are here with the screen recording right here. So, actually, if you guys just want to go check this out, I always talk about this, just my Instagram. I always be pointing this out at the start, so if you want to go give this a little follow, I'd appreciate that. And yeah, that's kind of the first thing I want to say. I'll post on my Instagram occasionally, so if you want to go follow that, go ahead. But let's get into kind of discussing how you guys will be able to cop these 2 releases right here. So these Nike Vaporwaffles, as you guys can see, the SACAI collaboration, these are going to be both dropping at the exact same time as the Platinum Dunk High, but these 2 models are also dropping at the exact same time, both the colorways. So you guys are probably asking me, well, Tristan, which one is kind of like, the best one to go for? Which one should I kind of spend my time focusing on? And honestly, I think it doesn't really matter in this case, because both are going to be worth something at the end, and I'm going to keep it real. Both are retailing for the exact same price. Literally, exact same time they're dropping. November 13th, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Both at the exact same time. So set your timer, get ready, like 10, 15 minutes before. Just, have everything set up, be there. You can go for different ones and different devices, but really, I'm going to be trying to check out on like 3 different drops at once. So hopefully, I'll at least get got them on, one of them or something, because there's three hyped sneakers dropping on the sneakers app on the same day. So, this is going to be very hyped. But with them both retailing at $180 and kind of looking at it, my personal favorite colorway is just the Royal Fuchsia one right here. I like it a little bit more than the black and white one. I think maybe that is something that's common, but I think the black and white one is also one that has been like very heavily, because people are just kind of like, it's more simple. It's not like, I guess, that confusing. But this fuchsia colorway is also really nice. Like, I'm kind of like a big fan of it, and I would probably go with this one over the black and white one. But kind of looking at the pictures, you can check the details on this one. Like, this is a very well done kind of, your typical SACAI collaboration with the sneaker just kind of looks pretty wild, and I think that's like that's a good thing. I'm not hating whatsoever. And if you think I'm coming here hating this sneaker in this video, man, you got it messed up. But I did come here to mess up my pronunciations of all my words, because for some reason I just cannot pronounce words to save my life. As you guys just could tell right there. But with them retailing both at $180, we'll kind of get into the resale for them right now, so I'll get into that. So kind of peeping the resale on both of these, they don't really have a lot of sales, but the black colorway right now, it seems like market is kind of falling right around like the $500, $600 range, which I think is fairly reasonable. And this one right here is also kind of falling around the same range. I think this one actually might be going for a little more. You kind of see some are kind of even topping around 600. Obviously this isn't realistic, because look at the amount of sales, and this is just StockX. Like, we only have like 50 something sales, but this one is a very limited shoe. Like, this collaboration will be going for a lot of money because it is very limited, so keep that in mind. But kind of looking at the range, seeing that both are kind of in the $500, $600 range right now, I think actually once like all the pairs drop on sneakers and like the raffle winners come out like today and tomorrow and people start selling their pairs, I personally think these will probably be going for around, like, I'm thinking like 300 to like 400. That's just what I'm thinking. That is a lot of money for them to drop, but I think 300, 400 is fairly reasonable for them, and that's kind of what most would go for. And I feel like there will be some foot size drops coming up for these, and I will discuss that in this video. But just kind of looking at that, I think the $300, $400 range on this one is very reasonable, and the high retail already pushes resale up a little bit. With it already being $180, people are going to have to make more money off the flip. It is kind of a dope shoe. So like, if all of them are above 350 or all of them are above 400, I would have just say I wouldn't be surprised at all for this colorway or for the black and white one. It just wouldn't be shocking to me. And when I said there isn't a lot of sales, look, there's only like 70 sales for like each colorway. Like, really. Like, just look at it. Like, there's no sales for this colorway. Like, there's 50 on this one and 70 on this one. So we're just gonna wait till the other pairs come out. But I'm predicting between 300 and 400. 10 a.m. Eastern time on November 13th for both drops. They're both dropping at the exact same time. So you decide which one you want to go for and think that which one's better. I personally think they're both literally the exact same level in terms of resale and everything. Like, people like them pretty much the same. Literally everything is the same about them in that way. And they're the same model, just different colorways. So I'll probably be going for the Royal Fuchsia one because I like that one more personally. And I actually like to have this one low key. Again, no, we'll see. And yeah, aside from all that, let's now get into discussing how you guys can actually make multiple sneakers accounts to get more chances, so you can actually cop this one, because sneakers is going to be the most important drop for this Nike SACAI Vapor Waffle, because so I'll kind of discuss my methods and how you guys will be able to get this one, make multiple accounts for both these. So let's get started. So how you guys would make multiple accounts to cop on sneakers. So basically a sneakers account, you can make one sneakers account per device. So what you want to do for this method is basically make as many accounts as possible. So device would be, you know, if your computer's a device, your phone's a device, you know, that's what counts as a device really. So you could set up an account on your computer, your phone. If your brother has a phone, get his phone, you know, take it or whatever. You know, if you're just gonna jug it, then jug it. But you know, I would say just ask him, you know, just ask your brother for his phone, download the sneakers app on it, and boom, that's 3 accounts right there already. And that's really where this method starts working really good, is around the 2-3 account range, really just multiple accounts. But basically just get as many devices as you can and download sneakers in all of them. You can't download sneakers on a computer, but just pull up the sneakers like launch page and make an account. And basically what you would do when you're making your account, the first and one of the most important things you have to do when setting up an account really on sneakers is you're going to have an altered name on each account, a different email, and a different phone number for each account. Now obviously if all your accounts are just kind of being run on phones, then you already have a different phone number for each account, and making a different email is not hard at all. I mean, you can make a different Gmail just on Google, on different Hotmail, like you can make a different email super easy. It's not hard. What I mean by altering your name, maybe not obviously, but what I mean by that is just put different names for each account. You know, put your family members' names. Just don't put the same name for every single account, because Nike is smart and they will pick up on that. They will be like, hey, why do all these accounts that just won the sneakers drop have the same name? Like, that doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna block that. And they can peep that. They're usually not that picky, but what I've been told is that altering your name and like your address, which we'll get into in a second, is kind of the best things to do. So let's get into discussing how you can alter your address too. Also, I just noticed this. Y'all peep the double tongue on this sneaker? The double tongue? I think that's I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that. But you know what? I think it's cool. I actually think it's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of a fan. I was hating, but I'm kind of a fan. So aside from that, the next thing you have to do is alter your address for each account, and that's very, very important. It's a huge step. So what I mean by altering your address and how you would do that for this drop right here. So basically, when you're setting up your account, when it asks you to type in your address on the first account, what you would do is basically type in your address where it says you can add your address, like your address information. It's like literally under account information on the app. You can literally add like an address in advance. Go type in your address for your first account, and then after you type in your address, type in room 1. You can add it before the address, you can add it after, but really I'd recommend just typing it after. Literally type room 1. And then for the second account, type your address again and then put room 2 after it. And then for the third account, type your address again and put room 3 after it. If it doesn't let you add it in the room section, if you're living at a house, then just put it in the apartment section. And then if you're living in an apartment, you can just still do the room 1, room 2, room 3 thing. You don't have to add it in the like apartment number section or anything. Literally just put your address and then just add room 1 to the end. It'll still ship it there. It will still mark it as an address. I've had all those questions before, so I'm gonna answer those, but that's really how you properly alter your address. It's just room 1 for the first account, after like literally after you type the address, and then same thing for the second, third account, room 2, room 3, room 4, so on and so forth. You see what I mean? It's not too hard to set that up. So that's how you would alter your address. Again, a very, very essential step. If you don't do that, then shoot, you're just not gonna get multiples. You'll win maybe like one drop or something, but you're not gonna get like multiple pairs, and that's, don't you want to do that? You know what I mean? And another thing you're going to have to do is also have different payment methods for each account. So some different payment methods I just would kind of recommend off the bat, since you will need a different payment method for each account. And you can use a credit card for up to 3 accounts. If you have a credit card, then good. You can use a credit card for up to 3 accounts. And if your family members already got different cards, or you got different cards, then good. Just use those and put them up in different accounts. You can use a credit card for up to 3. I'm just going to keep repeating that and keep repeating the phrase, you need different payment methods. It's just very important, or else, you know, they're going to mark, you can get marked like, if you use the same like debit card or multiple accounts, again, I've tried all this stuff, you can get marked as fraud, and then you've got to go through a bunch of stuff you don't want to do, and just like, you know, you'll get denied, you won't even get the shoe, canceled orders, you know what I mean? So the different payment methods are very important. So one place I'd recommend though, if you can't get, like, you don't have family members with cards, or you got to make different payment methods, is basically there's two websites called privacy.com, and this one's kind of best for the US, and then there's this website called Revolut right here, which is kind of best for the UK. And basically what they do is they both kind of allow you to connect your account, like your bank account, to like what they do, and basically then it's not even like you're using your card to check out, because they allow you to make virtual credit cards online in these numbers that can work as payment methods, and you can add them to sneakers. Like you can add privacy.com cards to sneakers, and you can add Revolut cards to sneakers kind of on the UK. That's where it works best. So that's kind of what these are, is virtual online credit cards, and you can make them. They work really, really well for kind of checking out, even with multiple like profiles on foot sites. If you're trying to run multiple profiles on Supreme, these payment methods are they're basically virtual ones online. So if you don't want to use these ones though, and I understand like they can be kind of confusing, if you don't want to use these ones though, then you can also set up a card in Venmo. Venmo allows you to make your own MasterCard basically, so you can use that as a payment method, and then it's just connected to your Venmo. Very, very easy, you know. You can also do this, and Cash App. Cash App allows you to make your own card also. So if you really want to do that too, you can make cards. Like you can make your own little debit card here, and you make your own debit card here, and then you can make multiple online credit cards here. And there's a kind of different payment methods that you can use for sneakers, so you can set up multiple accounts, because again, you're going to need a different payment method, because you can use a credit card for up to 3, but if you got more than 3 and you're trying to use the same credit card for all, I mean, it's going to be hard, you know. It's just kind of better to use a different payment method for each one. That's what I use, what I recommend, and I hit pretty often. So there's kind of what I'm saying. So that's what I recommend going with, kind of the different payment methods. And also the final thing, this is the most important thing. This is definitely the most important thing, because payment method and all that is very important, but you still can check out multiple times on the same payment method. It's not like impossible on sneakers. It's just kind of low chances. But what you need to do is you need to go here and get some proxies, because what proxies do is basically a proxy protects your IP from being tracked by sneakers. And basically why that is important is because if you have a bunch of devices under the same house that are going for the same sneaker drop, then Nike is actually going to block some of those devices and not let them check out, or they're just going to get denied like after, like they're just going to stay pending forever, because Nike can actually pick up when multiple phones are trying to go for the same drop and basically cheat. And oh, another tip too is also in every account, go for the same size, because when you go for the same size on every account, it doesn't spread out your chances. Like think about it, then that's multiple chances for the same size versus many chances for different sizes. You see what I'm saying? But you need to get proxies basically, because they protect your IP, and you need one for every single device that you use, because it's very important to do that, because if you don't protect your IP from sneakers, then your accounts can get banned, and then you might not be able to go for drops in the future. Like you're gonna have to make like a new IP and stuff like that, and that's confusing, because yeah, it'll basically ban you for a few weeks, as your IP resets every few weeks to my knowledge. So that's what you're basically gonna have to do. And I recommend the Secret Sauce proxy. Shout out my boys at Secret Sauce, but they got their own proxies right here, sauce proxies, and they work really well. And you can see a lot of people checked out on a ton of stuff right here. Like look at that, like that is crazy on how many checkouts right there, and that's just using the proxies, and that's from Mocha's too. So I mean, if you think people are playing around using these proxies, they are not, and you need them to protect your IP. So that is literally the full, maybe the best breakdown I've ever given, I think, of how you guys can cop on sneakers. You just need proxies or VPNs for every device. I would heavily recommend proxies over VPNs, because VPNs sometimes don't even open on the sneakers app to my knowledge. So just get these proxies, because you need one for every device, and they're super easy to set up. You can literally Google how to set up a proxy. You literally just do it in your Wi-Fi settings. Like it's not hard at all to get this set up. Just protect your IP, because if your IP gets banned, you're not getting any drops in the future. So that's the full breakdown on how you guys will be able to get the SACAI's off sneakers, the Royal Fuchsia colorway and the black and white colorway. But let's get into some other places also where they could be potentially dropping, because I did say there are some raffle places, and I didn't have any luck finding these foot sites really, but I will discuss some potential places where they could be dropping, kind of like a foot site drop. But I'll kind of be going, I'll update you guys in the comments if I find more foot sites, but we'll get into some raffles kind of right now on them, because there isn't any foot sites to my knowledge, because SACAI is usually very, very limited, and they don't even drop in them foot sites usually just raffles and sneakers. So, and the SACAI website. So again, that's kind of all in the past. I should have made this video earlier, because then I could have discussed all that. But again, some places where they could potentially be dropping. Again, I looked at the raffle list, and all the raffles basically closed today. I mean, if when this video gets up, you can still go check out all of these places right here, sneakers and stuff. I mean, I've checked all these ones though, and they are pretty much done on the raffles, but there's still a couple of them, like the EU, that haven't quite closed yet. So if you want to go enter in those, go ahead. But just look at these places right here. Basically, you know, all the raffles are kind of either about to close or have already closed, but there still are are a couple raffles I found online, which I'll get into in a second, that actually are kind of still running, or there's at least one that I found that is kind of not even opened yet, so you still have a raffle chance, so you don't just have to go for the sneakers drop. So we'll get into that right now. And actually, before we get into the raffle list, I want to say huge shout out to Secret Sauce, because these guys actually can help cop this drop right here for you, because they will know all those places where it's dropping. They will know how to do that, and they can actually get a release for you. They know all those places where they're dropping. So how these guys could actually secure a release for you, and they are a $60 monthly fee, but it's 100% worth it. To all you, it is definitely worth it, and it will really help you up your resale game and actually help you start securing releases. And as you can see, they provide insider info, one-on-one help. Like, they do all that. Like, they can really teach you how to buy and all that, like if you're learning how to do it. And they also provide free slots for their members and different things like that. That actually, what a slot is basically in their Discord, it is a ticket. Basically, you would open a ticket, and the ticket is a slot. And what that slot does basically is you would just open it up like maybe a couple days before a certain drop, or like, you know, maybe a few days before a drop, and be like, yo, are you guys running slots or tickets? You wouldn't say slots in the Discord, since that word, it's like kind of banned, but you would basically be like, yo, are you guys running tickets for this SACAI drop that's upcoming? And if they're like, yeah, then basically what you would do is they would drop a form, just wait for them to drop the form to you, or just like remind them, you know, again, just be kind of kind, be patient. You know, these guys work with a lot of people and try and help out a lot of people. What you guys would need to do is basically you would just wait for the form to drop, and when that form drops in Secret Sauce, or they drop you that form to help you cop, basically you would fill out your information in it, like your shipping info and all that. Again, I've done this. It's 100% safe and legit. You don't have to worry about anything going missing or nothing, or them taking nothing. They're 100% safe and legit. I promise you. Caught me many releases. I've showed you all that. I've discussed that. I don't need to go over it. But basically what you would do is you'd, again, drop all the info in that form, and then they would put that form into their bots, and then their bots would run your info and basically then check out on stuff for you for free, and then it would get shipped to your crib. No extra costs, no nothing. That's really how they would do it. So these guys can really cop releases for you. And again, with that one-on-one help, you could ask them to learn how to buy, or learn, like, have questions about a certain drop. Like, these guys can truly help you out. So if you have questions, stuff, again, their Discord is super great. So if you guys are interested in kind of checking them out and joining this, again, just go to their Twitter and basically DM them and tell them that Tristan sent you. Be like, yo, Tristan sent me, how can I get in? And you know, they're fairly exclusive, so again, they don't let everybody in. They're not going to let everybody in. So, you know, just go send it to them if you're trying to get in, and they can really help you start getting releases and different things like that. Like, they can help you make money. So yeah, Secret Sauce, again, shout out to them, super dope. Aside from my boys at Secret Sauce, which again, I'll link them down below so you guys can go check them out. But aside from my boys over there, I want to discuss a couple places. Again, since all the raffles are really closed, we'll discuss some places right now. And again, just kind of showing where all the raffles are kind of closed, but we'll discuss some places where they still potentially are going on in the future, or where they could be coming up. Just, you would kind of want to stay tuned for drop day, because again, they could drop there very shortly. But kind of like, again, Slam Jam, I saw that their raffle had just closed, but also I just noticed, and this is I think yeah, this raffle was also closed. You kind of see what I'm saying, like most of the raffles were already closed. But Bodega is actually, their SACAI raffle has not closed yet. So you should go to Bodega right now and definitely go enter, or not go enter, but get here and look at the date. Basically on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, get here on this website, because they're going to be dropping their SACAI raffle. It's literally just for the day, or like it's like just a day long, and you can enter right there and basically be entered in a chance to win one of these colorways. You can see they offer in all the sizes, you know what I mean? Same retail, same all that. So just wait for Bodega. They're coming up with a raffle. You want to stay tuned for that. And I would also recommend, aside from Bodega, staying tuned on Concepts under the new releases and drawings pages, because we may have something pop up for the SACAIs any day now, or something about like a drawing coming up. But the new releases, again, I would just kind of be there on the 13th, 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's potential something kind of comes here. It's very possible. But also another place is here on the Sneaker Politics page. Now you can kind of see we got the Vernier, Dunk Low, and all that. So I would recommend just kind of refreshing on here, waiting every day to kind of see if they drop something for SACAIs, you know, for the SACAIs. It's kind of late now for them to do that, but if they do, then I'd be very hype about that. So yeah, Concepts and all that, but really stay tuned on Bodega. That's kind of the only raffle I see kind of left right now, but super long, hopefully not too long of a video right there. Hopefully I made it decently, you know, hopefully I cut some parts out to not make it too long, but yeah, stop the stream recording a little earlier back there, but yeah, that's everything I really got to say. So that's how you guys will be able to cop the SACAIs, kind of off sneakers, my full breakdown and guide. Again, most of the raffles are closed, but that's how you guys can do it. And yeah, let's roll that outro. Anyways, if you guys want more how-to cop content like this SACAI Vapor Waffle vid, again, I'll make sure to make them earlier as I usually do. This one I'd been delayed on, and I'm going to be making a lot of how-to cops videos and kind of like unboxings in the next couple days because, again, there's tons of releases coming up, and I don't want to miss out on like kind of the raffles and all that stuff that will be stopping very soon for them because I want you guys to be able to enter in those, and I want to remind you guys of them on time. And like this video, I was kind of late on it. But yeah, again, just subscribe and like for more content like this. Just trying to like 200 likes on this video. That'd be great. Again, it's all down in the description about my Discord and all that. So, you know, if you want to go join the Discord, again, that's a good little community. We just discussed how to bot and all that there. So if you want to learn how to, learn the basics, and that's all down there. And you can just have fun, talk, whatever you want to do. It's down there. But yeah, that's everything I really got to say. So hopefully you guys also go follow my Instagrams down below too. I almost forgot to point that out. But if you want to go give me a follow, go give me a follow. And yeah, hopefully not too long of a video. I know I'm going to hate myself for how long this video is going to take to edit, but I did it to myself. So I'm out. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.